She doesn't have the look. She doesn't have the stamina. To be president of this country, you need tremendous stamina.
This is a man who has called women pigs, slobs, and dogs.
You almost can't name a good deal. I agree. She's got experience, but it's bad experience.
To defeat ISIS. He says it's a secret plan, but the only secret is that he has no plan.
I have a winning temperament. I know how to win.
Whew, okay.
Donald Trump's goal for this debate was simply just to seem reasonable and rational, because there's a lot of people who may not have been paying attention to the election, and whatever they've heard is stories about Donald Trump saying outrageous this or outrageous that. And as long as he appeared to be a reasonable person, as reasonable as Hillary Clinton, I think that can be seen as a victory for him. Now, I'm sure there were moments when he might have seemed like the old Donald Trump that people will point out. But all in all, I think that was probably his goal for the evening. And from what I saw, he seemed reasonable quite a bit of the time.
I'm probably biased. I think the moderator did a great job, but I am not a Donald Trump fan, so you can just leave it at that.
My first impression was it was quite a bit more tame than I thought it would be. I know that they both are running very kind of heated campaigns, and I felt that. I felt that Hillary Clinton was going to be very well professional, composed. And I think Donald Trump kind of kept his composure, but he still kind of shot off, flew off the handle a couple times, which I think everybody expected.
Secretary Clinton proved a great command of the issues and an objective, if austere, and focused presence. Mr. Trump did exactly what he's supposed to do, what's brought him so far, which is to be loud and obnoxious and inflammatory. It's worked for him very well.
My first impressions of the debate is, as expected, Donald Trump is a very unpredictable candidate, which makes evaluating the debate itself unpredictable. I think he came on very strong in attacking Hillary Clinton on trade and even on foreign policy, and throwing a few punches where American foreign policy has in some ways lost ground and credibility among the electorate. However, Hillary Clinton came off as professional and dependable and very appealing to the kind of American educated class.
As these debates go on, I think people are going to make up their minds more and more. And I think eventually Hillary Clinton is going to eke it out. I know it's very tight right now, but I think in the long run, I think it's going to be a very close race. But I do think Hillary Clinton's going to win.
I think she had an opportunity to make some of her points on stage with Donald Trump next to her, calling him out on certain matters. Towards the end, she got in the line about the way that Donald Trump has referred to women before. I think that was helpful for her. I think she had the opportunity to contrast herself with Donald Trump, but unfortunately for her, it might not have been as big a contrast as she was expecting.
I think she did a good job tonight. I am not a serious political kind of person, but I also think she has a good brain, she has a good mind, she knows, a lot about what's going on, having been Secretary of State, and she has, as the people would say, a moderate temperament. She's not easily baited like Mr. Trump.
I think Donald Trump performed at about expectations. It was very close to a draw as far as the debate's outcome. This election will be very unpredictable this November, simply because Donald Trump is an unpredictable candidate and the American electorate is very disillusioned at this time.
That's a tough question, because I think that Mr. Trump's presentation tonight was not intended to help him gain more. It was intended to help him solidify his holding that he already has. And I think he spoke very compellingly to the concerns of a good number of people in Middle America whose lives have been going downhill for the last 30, 40 years and who don't know what to do about it, don't know who to blame for it. He tells them who to blame. On the other hand, I think that Secretary Clinton probably turned out as the winner because her presentation was one which might persuade uncommitted voters.